Women, children, and dogs are the only things loved unconditionally. If
Yep.
we can't provide, then fuck us. But I get it.
Us men do have feelings, and
Yeah.
we do need people to talk to.
Life ain't fair, bro.
Yeah.
Women, children, and dogs are the only things loved unconditionally. We're loved based on the ability that we can provide. If
Yep.
we can't provide, man, fuck us.
Facts.
Don't care about us.
Facts.
But I get it, because as men, we're providers and protectors. If we can't do that, then what is our purpose in life?
I mean, we should be able to do those things, but people got to still understand the value as a man, and still understand like, hey, us men do have feelings, and we
Yeah.
do, we do need people to talk to when shit get real. And then everybody can't be Superman. There's gonna be times where we're gonna have to take that tie off and be a regular person. And it's that sometimes that shit hurts. Sometimes that shit be having us fucked up, where it's like, damn, I got to do my finances for this month. Like, damn, I ain't working enough overtime. I ain't doing enough this. Or shit, I thought I was going to get these sneakers. I guess I ain't doing that. But you still could provide in doing that. But females don't understand that. All they see is what's in front of them.
And that's why we share these things with each other, because
Mm-hmm.
if men, we have emotions, we have feelings.
Yep.
We go through certain things that women technically won't understand, because they're not on the same playing field as us.
Facts.
So if I'm dealing with something as a man, I'm not going to go to my woman.
Mm-hmm.
I might say, she might say, hey, what's going on? I'm like, just some shit going on at work. I'll be good. And I'll go step outside. I'll go take a drive. I'll call you up. Yo, E.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, man. Freaking OT got cut this week. I'm freaking, I could pay all the bills, but I ain't gonna have nothing left. I'm trying to plan this vacation. I told my wife, hey, we're gonna go here next month. It's looking tight. This is going on. Whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to play a certain role
Now,
and play that, and portray a certain image within our household, within our families, because we have to be the tough ones. But outside of that, and a lot of men don't notice as well, when you're going through something and you're struggling, whether it's emotions, finances, whatever it is, like, bring that up with your boy. Women, they might have like a clue of where you're coming from, but your brothers, your boy, they'll have a true understanding of what's really going on.
It's no judgmental.
Yeah, because we fight the same battles. If he loses a battle, I understand, because I lost that battle before too. And he could come to me and say, hey, bro, yo, this going on. I didn't do too well. I fell off. What do I do? And I could say, hey, this happened to me 4 months ago. This is what I did. I did this, and this. Give that a shot. And we could bounce ideas off each other, because as men, we're providers. We're conquerors by heart. Like, these are certain experiences and certain things that we have to go through. And a woman, they have different goals, different things they have to overcome. Just like, I don't understand certain things about women. Women don't understand certain things about men.
Yeah, that's a
But
fact.
I could talk to my brother, say, hey, yo, I'm struggling with this. I need your help.
But true indeed. But if you talking to your wife or your girl and y'all really locked in, I ain't talking about the girl you just been dating with.
Yeah,
I'm talking about a girl if you locked in maybe years upon years, and if you tell her like, yo, listen, I got the bills paid. A little trip, we might have to go next month, or we have to go on a better time. Excuse me, because I'm willing to say some shit like that, because now I know all my cards is on the table. What you gonna say? I'm broke? Yeah, I'm broke because I paid all the fucking bills in this motherfucker. Like,
But what if she wants to know why?
So you can tell her why. Shit ain't happening.
If she wants to go into detail, like, for me, I'm more of a hey, listen, if I am going to do that, hey, let's push the trip back. Just had some issues at work. I'm getting cleared up. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because as a man, I don't want my woman to know there's an issue within the household or issue in my finances, unless it's going to be life-changing. So, pardon me. Unless it's life-changing, I'm not going to share that type of information with her, because that's information she doesn't need to know, in my opinion.
No, then you need to date somebody that's, you got to be vulnerable with, because at the end of the day, your wife or your girlfriend, for real, is supposed to be the partner that you should be able to lean on. You got to think about it. It's times that, like what Jay-Z said, my baby mama harder than a lot of you niggas. And that could be a statement versus, like, saying, like, my connection with my wife can be as strong as my boys, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said, like, if you fucking with somebody that you rocking with, and it's not just because of the sex or how good she looks, she can be the provider if needed to, or you know, you can have those conversations and stuff like that. But if you be able to be vulnerable with your girl, your wife, and what is she gonna say?
So you've never seen, not you within your own personal life, but in, let's say, a boy's life, or even a relationship that, you know, your homegirls told you about, where they've lost certain interest in a dude because he was vulnerable in a certain way, not where he was over vulnerable, if that makes sense. We're like, dang, this dude's emotional, dang, this dude's soft. And like, for example, Shaquille O'Neal spoke something about this.
Oh, I seen that.
He said and like shit. He doesn't share that type of information because certain women
or use it against you.
Yes, they will use that against you, and it doesn't matter how locked in they are with you. If they sense that your armor has a crack in it and something can seep through, they immediately are turned off.
And that's
not every woman, but you won't know it until that time comes around.
I bet you but what he was saying, I bet you he didn't have that same value as his first wife, the one that he got the kids with, because I'm pretty sure she was holding this shit down. She wasn't like these other girls that he ever been with and stuff like that. You gotta think about, she been with the nigga since ground up. Like she been with the nigga when he was broke. She been with the nigga having the $1 million contracts and all that type of shit. Like, been through the phases with the houses and the girls and all the other shit. Like, that shit is different. That's why I say, when you really find somebody that you really about to rock out with, you have to go through these things so you can understand, like, yo, I could tell my wife this, or I could tell her this, or even if you don't want to tell her certain things and you don't have to go into specifics. Vague.
That's what I mean. So I don't mind being vague about the situation.
But you don't gotta be on. She don't gotta know. And then the thing about it is, like, damn, what the fuck you want to know for? So bad. Are you gonna help me?
Yeah.
But if she's on some shit where she can help you, talk to her. I'm not opposed to that. Like, shit. We got to talk to somebody, before we got to go and do something that we ain't supposed to be doing. So
and that kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, unless it's a life-changing scenario or, like, situation, I'm not going to share that information with her, because I personally feel like I need to worry about all the problems. I need to be the one that's stressed out. And she can comfort me later on. She can be like, hey, you know, I know, you know, you're working hard. I know you might be stressed out about this or that, but I got you. That's all I need. I just need her to say, I got you.
Facts. But you know, you can't never be a king without the queen.
100%.
So,
but then the king is a king because he's a king, because he has certain roles. Yeah. And the queen is there.
The queen is, you know, if you understand the names of the king and the queen, the king is definitely supposed to hold down the fort.
100%. He's in charge.
He's but you know who holds the house?
The queen.
The queen is going to make sure everything is right, because if she's a queen, not a princess, because a lot of these dudes be kings marrying princesses. Now, if she's a queen, she's going to be able to hold down that fort, because you got to think about it. If you're out there working and you're doing whatever the hell you need to be doing, think about the kids. She's cleaning up the house. I mean, she's still going to have a job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're that financially stable where she doesn't have to work. But
that's the goal. For me, at least, that's the goal for me. Like, she could work, but I want to take care of everything. I want to pay all the bills. I want to make sure the cars are good. If she wants to work, I think she should work, just so she's not bored at home.
Thanks. But you got to think about it. She's going to have shit stacked up, piled up in her bank account, and you think what she's doing it. She's not just, because think about it, if you're on that type of path and you got money for the kids and you got money for the house, you got money for yourself, and what do you think her money is going to? If you buying everything, she got that money is there for her for a rainy day, and she's gonna value that. If you're talking to a queen, these princesses they want daddy and the king to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say a lot of these females be having daddy issues. That's what they want. They want niggas to take care of them because of the simple fact that they didn't have that. They didn't experience a good father, or sometimes, you know, their father gave him the values to say, hey, a man should do this and a man should do that, and then be like, a man should just do what he needs to do to provide. That's the first thing. That's what he has to do. Protect and provide.
Yeah.
But it don't have to be providing everything financially, because a lot of the times these girls don't understand, you know, taking them shopping, or, you know, doing stuff for the house, or you know what I'm saying. A lot of these girls don't be. Some of them be book smart and some of them be street smart, but a lot of them don't be both.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you want to enstable certain things for your kid, like you know what I'm saying. Like,
if you guys enjoyed the video, it was just a small sneak peek. Click the link above my head right here. Click on it. Watch the whole thing. Check it out and stay tuned. Thank you guys.